ready to explode off the ball. Good job. Good. Nice job. Good. All right.
So they win the national championship, our Pitt Panthers. You come in the next year. That's got to be intimidating. I don't care if you're the baddest cat on the block. I mean, there they are.
It was, because they had a lot of guys returning from that national championship team. But those guys embraced us. They took us under their wing. And, you know, they taught us the Pitt way, the way that they set up when Coach Majors came in and Coach Sherrill took over. Like I said, we just carried the torch.
Carry the torch, he did. How many years in the league? The end, not for long league.
Yeah, I got 11 years in.
That's amazing. The average career is what, 3.5?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it was tough. I could have probably played another year or two, and wish I would have. The salaries quadrupled at the end of after 1991.
The collective bargaining agreement in '91. Yeah.
So, but hey, I was fortunate to get to play that long and meet some great teammates. And another nice thing was playing against, you know, we had Pitt guys all over the league. So every game, you know, you're playing, you got Pitt guys on the other side of the field.
So 11 years in the league is unprecedented. Like I said, the average is about 3.5, maybe even be down to 2 by now. What do you think the most single important thing you learned at Pitt that translated into longevity? Of course, you had natural talent coming into the league, but is there one thing in your mind that you talk about learning from the vets of the '76 championship team? One thing that you learned, was it technique? Was it philosophy?
Well, I thought, you know, technique-wise, I thought we were, you know, ahead of our time. Coach Sherrill had the same implement that Bear Bryant did at Alabama. Besides having the toughness, I think the most important thing was we learned how to prepare and play. So, you know, you hear that saying, you know, you play how you practice.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of truth to that.
Oh.
I mean, we got after it in practice. So when we were at Pitt on Saturday, we show up. That was fun. You know, we got after it, especially defensively. We had #1 D in the country for like 3 years in a row. And I remember we'd sit in meetings, and me, Bill Neal, and Jerry Borowski, we'd sit there and say how many minus yards rushing we're gonna, you know,
nice.
keep a guy to.
That's a mentality.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a Spartan mentality.
Yeah.
We're going to shut down, I don't know, Archie Griffin, whoever.
And the biggest thing we wanted to do, we never want to let our teammate down, the guy next to you. Don't let him down. Take care of your responsibility. I'm not going to let Hugh Green down, Ricky Jackson, and I'm not going to let Jerry down or Bill Neal. I'm not going to let the guys down behind me down.
You know, think about what Greg just said about his teammates. You know, Borowski, legend, just a real character there.
Yeah.
But when you talk about Hugh Green on one side, Ricky Jackson on the other side, and him stuffing up the middle, that's legendary collegiate defenses. We all kind of know the bigger animal on the field, the bigger dog. Like I played with Billy Fralick.
Yeah.
I mean, there was something different. Ironhead. There was something different about him you knew on day one. With you and Ricky, I mean, we're talking legendary NFL careers too. Hugh Green up from the Heisman Trophy. As a young man, are you cognitive of what's going on, that these guys are special and I can't let them down?
We knew we were pretty good, even when we were freshmen. When we down at West Liberty at camp, and like I said, they had all the kids returning from the national championship team, those guys. We scrimmage every day. They put us in a little locker, all 30 of us in one little locker. We bonded really quick. And, you know,
when you got to shower with a guy that close,
we learned to compete real quick there, and that was just Coach Sherrill's way. But the biggest thing, like, and you're speaking of Billy Fralick, I played against him when he played with the Falcons. I mean, if Billy could, he'd bury you. And you know, he was everything he was cracked up to be.
I'll tell you a story off camera. I'm lucky my head is attached to my body because of the bull Fralick.
Yeah. And then after the game, he'd put his arm around you. Hey, how's your mom and dad doing?
Yeah, nicest guy and very intelligent was the bull. You know, so the Joe Moore offensive line camp, it's about teaching young men techniques, blocking techniques, principles. We've heard a lot of guys like Paulie Dunn talking about family, Russ Grimm doing the right thing. The defensive component that's been added, I think is just great. Like
Well,
Jerry
there are-
Olsowski was here yesterday.
Yeah, it's been great. It started back 14 years ago when we started this. I asked Russ, I said, hey, we got Randy Holloway here, myself. Hugh Green's been here a couple times. Jerry Olsowski. We got Donnie Grimm, Russ's brother, here from Notre Dame on the national championship team. And these kids go two ways. But so we've had a defensive station here we got 2 stations here out of 12. So
Beautiful.
that's good.
PITT Pitt.
Pitt, go Pitt.